The stock of the day is brought to you by IG, Australia's #1 CFD provider. Trade over 17,000 markets with extended trading hours on key US shares and competitive spreads, all on an award-winning platform. Get started at IG.com.
And our stock of the day is Liontown Resources on a report that it has completed its first shipment of spodumene concentrate to China and started spot sales from its operations in WA. The shipment comprised almost 12,000 wet metric tonnes of spodumene concentrate. This as it begins to generate revenue from its Kathleen Valley project. Liontown saying it will progressively start fulfilling strategic offtake agreements with companies including Tesla and Ford. And checking in on the response today in the share price, it is up almost 4%. And Jonathan, of course, we know the pain suffered in the lithium space.
Oh, absolutely.
Have we seen a bottom? Are we seeing a turn now?
Okay, so I think we have seen a low. So the sentiment for China was so bleak 2 weeks ago. There were stories of iron ore being left at the docks and things like that. And then China just turned that around in one fell swoop with that massive stimulus boost. Thing is, though, look, the lithium sector itself, the spot price, look, the fact that Liontown were able to sell it at above spot prices just tells you there's still underlying demand there. They've got these long-term contracts in place. And like, if you just look at the raw numbers here, so 12,000 at 800 tonne, that's what, $9 million in that first shipment. That first spot sale was 8 million. So we're talking huge numbers here. It's a tier one producer. I think it's like an over 20-year mine life at Kathleen Valley as well at these numbers. So for me, I think we've seen the pain in the lithium sector. I think I'm calling a bottom here. The fact that China's stimulated and we've seen a good recovery here. I think the low was about 60 odd cents 2 weeks ago on Liontown. It's at 80, and not too long ago it was at $1. So if you're risking 20 odd cents here on the trade, I think it rallies to $1 and higher from here. So for me, it's a buy, and I'm calling a bottom on that lithium sector.
Is this your preferred play?
I think PLS is a better play though. Like, that's actually reacted well. But the thing is, the fact that Liontown had its first shipment tells me that there could be a better reward play here. So if you're going for a more blue chip name, I would probably stick with Pilbara. But I think there's going to be more juice in the Liontown trade.
What do you want to see in terms of demand?
Well, just the fact that the spot sale was at a higher price. I think if the spot sales continue at those higher prices or at these premiums, then I think the demand's there.
David, do you agree?
Yeah, pretty much. I think that it's an excellent business. Kathleen Valley is a really good resource. And interestingly, somewhat surprisingly, they've been able to deliver the project on time and on budget, which is very, very rare, particularly in terms of large mining contracts. So it's good that we've seen the first shipment from Kathleen Valley. I think that will underpin the company over the next couple of years. As far as the bottom of the lithium price, it's very difficult to predict. Our analysts have recently downgraded their forecasts by about 14% for this year, so to 1,100, I think $1,000 per tonne, and for next year 1,100 per tonne. So it's slightly above what the spot price is. So the analysts are expecting that we will get a little bit of an improvement from the current price, but I think as far as Liontown is concerned, the fact that they are now shipping spodumene to China and, as you mentioned, to Tesla and Ford and a number of blue chip partners, I think it's an excellent resource. And the year that they've had, remembering just over 12 months ago, was when Albemarle had made the takeover offer at $3 a share. And Hancock Prospecting came in and still own about 18% of that business. So a lot of the investors are in at much higher prices, and I think that at 81 cents, it's probably a reasonable value. We've got an accumulate recommendation on Liontown.
All right, I'm calling that a buy then, a double buy, which gets a look from the investment committee. David, same question though. Is it your preferred play, or you perhaps preference Pilbara?
Yeah, actually, at the moment we've got a hold on Pilbara, so yeah, we do have a slight preference towards Liontown, and I've also liked Arcadium Lithium for a while, but probably at the moment, given that Liontown is now shipping, that would be our preferred play.
There you go. That is our stock of the day. As it turns out, it is a double buy for Liontown.
The stock of the day was brought to you by IG. Trade over 12,000 shares and ETFs, including major tech giants with extended hours on an award-winning platform. Get started at ig.com.